What's up, you Red Brick souls out there? This is Red Brick Bob. What's the chat? I'm not even looking at the chat right now. I'm just trying to film something the easy way. So I'm gonna give you a little monologue, if you will. Shouldn't last maybe 15 minutes, 10 minutes, around there. So we've been saying for a while all governments are one. Other people in meltology say that. So we're just gonna give a little verbatim in regard to talking about all these governments are one. Usually want to stay focused on meltology, but this helps. Meltology helps to reveal this kind of stuff too, so it clears your mind from the lies that we've been handing and who's really in charge. So you ever notice how every time nations go to war, it's presented like it's us versus them? Huh? That one country against another, ideology clashing, freedom on one side and tyranny on the other. That's the story they sell you and I. But when you look behind the curtain, back the layers of history, you start to see a different pattern. The same networks, same elite families, same financial powers benefit no matter which side is supposed to win. History is full of examples. Take the 7 Years' War, Britain versus France, supposedly a global battle for colonies. But the banking families, the merchants, the financiers, they were trading with both sides, profiting either way. And it's not just money, it's influence, it's control, it's power. Fast forward a few centuries, medieval religious wars, Catholic against Protestants, the protesters. On the surface, it was faith tearing kingdoms apart, people slaughtering each other over belief. Behind the scenes, once again, nobles and merchants were trading, making deals, and profiting across enemy lines. It was the show. The profits were the reality. Or World War I. Millions of people died, supposedly for national pride, alliances, and ideology. But secret treaties were drawn by long before the public even knew the war would end. Territories were carved up, resources divided, all while ordinary people were told they were fighting for honor. World War II. The narrative is clear. Allies versus Axis. Democracy versus fascism. But companies like IBM, Ford, and Standard Oil profited from both sides. Governments acted like enemies in public, but behind closed doors, the same financial and corporate networks moved technology, money, and influence freely. The Cold War is not different. U.S. versus USSR, capitalism versus communism, public enemies, ideological opposites, secretly. Deals were made, materials traded, research shared. Sometimes they even supported the same factions indirectly. It's a recurring pattern. Public conflict, private corporation. Wars, crisis, debt, political chaos are all part of the same system designed to circulate wealth and maintain control. And today, look at modern conflicts, the Middle East, Africa, Asia, public story nations battling enemies, defending freedom, fighting terrorism. Behind the scenes, arms and money, contracts, intelligence, and influence flowing freely across borders. Energy deals, corporate profits, political leverage. The ideology is the show. Control is the reality. People don't see it because the system is designed to divide. Race, religion, party, nationality. These are the labels that distract us while the real players quietly maintain power. The enemies we're told to hate, they're actors. They're the real control, the club behind the curtain. Governments may appear separate, opposing each other, but when it matters, they act in unison to preserve the system that gives them a way of life. It's been this way for centuries. The surface story changes, banners, slogans, wars, and speeches. But the underlying network, the real spine of power remains the same. Public enemies keep the population busy, distracted, divided. Secret alliances keep the elites protected, wealthy, and in control. And that's why no matter which flag flies, no matter which nation declares victory, the system continues. So what do you think of that knowledge? You follow the money, you question the story. Wars, governments, politics, they're mostly theater. The real power is hidden quietly, orchestrating the world while we fight over the illusion. Awareness is the first step. Seeing the club behind the curtain is how you stop being part of the act. And once you see it, nothing looks the same again. And that's how it is with meltology. And meltology will bring you a step closer to reality than you really think. And that's what I wanted to say today. That was on my mind. Let's see what else is going on here. See if anybody's in the chat. Uh, Here I am today. What's up, people? Let's see if anybody's in the chat. Let's see if we got a chat open. So that's about making a quick. I was just gonna come out here. I'm babysitting the dog today, my mom and dad's dog. So prayers go out for my mom, my dad. My dad's having some surgery, so hopefully everything goes well. So, do we got anybody in the chat? Nobody. Nobody was in the chat. But that's alright. We're just making some noise anyway. So, we'll leave that open for a second, see if anybody shows up. If not, we're going to end the stream by just saying all governments are one. Come learn about meltology. We need you on our side. Well, it don't look like nobody's there. So, that's it. We just said something real quick today. So, I guess we'll end by saying, love your neighbor like you love yourself. And we'll head out of here. We'll head out of here with a song of hope and peace. And you know what? I know which one I'm going to play. I'm going to play this morning. What the heck is that? Imagine Humanism. Yeah. What's up, Mickey Ray? Red bricks, no doubt. That was inspired by um, Harold Taylor, um, good soul out of Cincinnati. Because of his plight, the words formed in my head, and I had that produced, and so that's about it. I hear you, Mickey Ray. Thanks for stopping by, Joe Explores the Realms. Thanks for stopping by. We're just making a quick sound off, real quick. Um, Had some words, I compiled some words, and just another over to meltology. If they can see something, they can start beginning to see meltology. So just out in the backyard, getting ready to have dinner. So getting ready to blow a doobie. So hope the finances get better, bro. I hope you just hit the lottery or something. Rosie, I wrote Mickey, and the stupid smartphone wrote Mackie. I'm like, what the hell is wrong, man? Every time I spell, they're trying to tell me I'm spelling it wrong. So that's good to see you. Hope everything's going good. Mickey Ray, been around for a long time. So I hope things well with everybody. Um, my daughter-in-law just got breast cancer, and it's a bad time in her life. She has a 6-year-old in her life right now, and a new car, and so forth, and she's gonna be down for a while. So in the future, when I get a link to her GoFundMe account, I'm gonna drop it on the internet. Hopefully, some people out there, not those without money like myself, but anybody hearing that down the line, want to help donate to my daughter-in-law, breast cancer, to manage and get by during the healing process, and that's coming up. So she's going to be having surgery on 9/11 of all times. So that's about it. My heart's heavy for those loved ones in my life that are suffering, and I know we all suffer. So, but we all need to stick together and unify. So, what else? That's it, I guess. I don't know what to do with my lighter. There it is. So, what else we got going here? I think that's it. Oh, Dan Anderson's live, so I'm gonna. For those who don't know who Dan Anderson is, Dan Anderson is the Shredder Man. 7 people are watching her right now. He shreds the veil, making some noise. A lot of good folks in the chat there. So if you ain't doing nothing, go look up To Rip or Not to Rip. I'm gonna head over there. I'm gonna shut this down and smoke a doobie and head over to Dan Anderson channel. Maybe I should just head over there and boot it through here, but no, I'm not gonna do that. I got dinner waiting for me in a minute too, so we're gonna go check out Dan Anderson. Peace to everybody. What we got going here? That's it. So we out of here. Stay on the red brick road. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. See you in the Black Mirror. Brickathon's coming up. Hope to see all you melt heads there. Thank you, Mickey Ray. God bless you, brother. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. I'm out of here. Peace.